Hey all, this is Draco Dark continuing my season of Metal Gear Solid 3. Now, it's been over 7 months since I played this, but then again, we have had a lot of distractions lately. But yeah, finally getting back into it. This is one of the seasons I desperately need. I should have wrapped this up ages ago, but I've just been putting it off because I've wanted to put other games up. But I'm going to this is one of the few seasons I'm actually going to wrap up, so that way we have more chances to do other stuff later on. But before I move ahead, there's actually a little sneaky thing I want to show you. Now, this has a 50-50 chance of failing and or succeeding. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have grenades, like you collected them off above. And what you're going to do is you see this part of the map is a nowhere. It's like that leads to nothing. It's kind of like a wall for the game. However, there is something good about that wall. If you throw a grenade perfectly into there, probably do a few of them, like this, you'll see how they're not actually hitting anything, they're going all the way into the void of nothingness, and then exploding. I'll do about a few more. Ow. But yeah, it's like, apart from actually hurting yourself like I was and you did. Okay, now I'm just failing. I'll do one more. Now, I don't know if that will work because I did fail a few times, however, when you saw them explode into nothingness, that will help a lot, like going along this area. So first I'm going to heal myself, just because I got a bit of burn there. If I don't heal, it's going to become a major pain in the ass for me later. I need to remember all the controls and everything again. Okay, at this point I'll switch to my gun. If my situation worked, I probably won't even need it. I just have to remember the buttons. Probably the best thing to do around here is to learn the buttons again. My time's been revolved around Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid 5 and Far Cry Primal. God, I suck. It's been too long. Oh, there we go. Oh, I so need to relearn the controls for this. This is my favourite game and yet I've forgotten how to play. There we go. It worked. If you just heard that, normally when you get a few feet over here, can you piss off? Oh, that's how it works. But yeah, when you get a few feet away from that thing, you'll have a dog one of those guard dogs that crawls through and tries to attack you. However, if you succeed with that grenade thing, what it does is it automatically, it's kind of like a glitch, it kills, it's like the explosion was there instead of where you threw it, so it kills them. It's a little glitch I found in the game. And this is the HD version, it's like the PS3 Legacy Collection version, so it's just surprisingly that glitch actually made it all the way to this game. Get my gun back. And there you heard it again. There would be technically 2 dogs that come through there when you walked about around this spot, but instead they died because of the glitch. Right, so I'm just going to quickly learn the controls. So fire. Alright, cool. Problem what happens when you have 7 months away from a game that you tend to suck at it. Yeah, the other thing is that like that door there, I'm pretty sure in some way in this game you're actually able to go through it. If not, well, fuck it. Because as far as I've played it, I haven't been able to access that damn door. Now, this leads to an epic scene, but again, I'm gonna have to skip this because this will lead to this episode being a boss fight finally. Funnily enough, I had this episode already recorded, I think 5 months ago, but not only did I lose that, but when I re-recorded it for a second time, that's when my tower died. So this is the third attempt of keeping a recording of going through this boss fight, which is very annoying. This is probably the only boss fight where you cannot kill the boss, and this is the only time you'll ever fight him. And by far one of the coolest bosses. Favorite bosses. Alright, now the way with this boss is, this is the one that I don't know if, I can't remember if I mentioned him a few times during the playthrough of this. However, this is the boss fight that actually impacts how you've played the game to this point. Reason being that everyone you've killed up until this point will, as you'll soon see, will appear back as ghosts, and you can't kill them because they're ghosts, but the more people that you've killed and slaughtered through the game, the more people that will appear down this river of death. Good in the sense that it's cool, bad in a sense because every one of them has a nice little side effect where if they touch you, it's kind of like they absorb your spirit, they suck out your entire life. So if they touch you, you'll see this green glow. Oh, thank God. You'll see this green glow emanate off me. It's kind of like them taking away my life. Like you'll see like little tiny bits being taken away from my health. At the same time, that bastard over there floating, he'll shoot those beams that you just saw. They're kind of like spiritual beams where it will hit you, causing you to go unconscious for about a second or two, falling down. And that also you'll see image of, well, slightly something horrifying in cases, like sometimes it'd just be his face, sometimes it'll be a skeleton. It's all depending. But yeah, you don't want that to hit you. I don't know if you can die by that. I haven't been hit by that god enough times. Oh, that's another thing. There's also skeletons, like skeletal heads, that float through the water. These skeleton heads will be very annoying if you run into them. Just because they'll do the exact same thing as the spirit people. If the heads touch you, they'll take away your life again as well. Just like that. The fish, you'll also see maybe a ton of dead fish in this area as well. I don't understand them because I've gone through playthroughs where I've killed absolutely no fish, and yet, well, the river seems to be still filled with the dead fish, so I don't get what type of connection that is. But you can see that green light shining off me. That's them taking away from my life. As you can see, it's not much because they've only taken away like a tiny chunk. Oh god. I'd rather deal with the life sucking than his mystic beam of pain. There's also a way to end this match really easily. If you haven't used the fake death pill up until now, you can actually use that to skip this entire boss fight, as I found out. Because right near the beginning of the boss fight, if you still got the fake death pill, if you take it, or pretty much any point during this fight, you take the fake death pill and kill yourself, and then not long after use the revival pill in your tooth, it skips this entire boss fight and